Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We are in the Starfinder book today. We are looking at the races, so that way you'll get familiar with all the races for creating a character in Starfinder. The race we are looking at is the lasshuntas. Okay, so the lasshuntas. If you select to be a lasshuntas, you gain 4 hit points at first level. Idealized by many other humanoid races and gifted with the innate psychic abilities, lasshuntas are at once consummate scholars and enlightened warriors, naturally divided into 2 specialized sub-races with different abilities and social roles. Size and type. Lasshuntas are medium humanoids with the lashunta subtype. Dimorphic. All lasshuntas gain +2 charisma at character creation. Korasha lasshuntas are muscular, +2 strength at character creation, but often brash and unobservant, -2 wisdom at character creation. Damaya lasshuntas are typically clever and well-spoken, +2 intelligence at character creation, but somewhat delicate, -2 constitution at character creation. That's pretty cool that you have 2 different choices on what you could get out of the racial bonuses. Lashunta magic. Lashuntas gain the following spell-like abilities: At Will, Daze, Psychokinetic Hand, once per day, Detect Thoughts. See spell-like abilities on page 262. The caster level for these effects is equal to the Lashuntas level. Limited telepathy. Lashuntas can mentally communicate with any creatures within 30 feet with whom they share a language. Conversing telepathically with multiple creatures simultaneously is just as difficult as listening to multiple people speaking. Student. Lashuntas love to learn, and they receive a +2 racial bonus to any 2 skills of their choice. Playing a lashunta. You likely deeply value learning, self-improvement, and the practice and perfection of skills and powers. Are a natural leader, calm and charismatic if Damaya, loud and boisterous if Korasha. Sometimes find other races' reliance on audible language exasperating. Are a good judge of character and bond deeply with those worthy of your trust. Other races probably simultaneously admire and resent your natural charm and your force of personality. Expect you to know everything or see you as a frustrating, posturing, and patronizing. Fear you'll use your telepathy to read their minds. Question the influence of corporate power on your supposedly enlightened meritocracies. Physical description. To survive on the predator-rich world of Castrolv, the telepathic humanoids called lashuntas evolved adapted genetics that allow children to develop into one of 2 subspecies, depending on the stress they endure at puberty. Either the tall, intellectual, adaptable Damaya, who make up most of their race's political leaders and ambassadors, or the short, burly, headstrong Korasha, who excel as warriors and explorers. Both feature short foreheads, antennas that focus their natural telepathy, as well as colorful swirls and raised markings on their faces unique to each individual. Due to natural pheromones and lashunta's almost perfect physical symmetry, most humanoid races find lashuntas of both subspecies subconsciously attractive. Both clades of the species bear the same genetics, allowing them to intermarry and have children. While all lashunta children inherit complexions and certain distinguishing features from their parents, their subspecies is not one of them. Through physical ritual and force of will techniques applied at puberty, modern lashuntas have mastered the ability to determine what subspecies a child will grow into. activating certain epigenetics and shutting down others. While some Lashunta city-states attempt to steer children in particular directions, such as via government-run aptitude tests, most Lashuntas believe passionately in a child's right to choose. In ancient Lashunta history, their starkly divided gender roles led to subspecies almost universally correlating with gender. But as Lashunta culture has grown more egalitarian, gender balance between the two subspecies has become roughly equal. Homeworld. Lashuntas from the most prominent race on Castrov and have long been organized into independent city-states for protection against the planet's many apex predators. At the same time, thanks to a large number of magical portals, Lashuntas regularly venture to other worlds even before the advent of space travel, and they have developed particularly close bonds with societies on Akiton. Society and alignment. Though Lashunta societies usually characterize themselves as matriarchocracies, their leaders have traditionally been women and are usually Damaya, except in times of war. Both Damaya and Korasha Lashuntas see education as one of the highest callings, making Lashunta scholars renowned across the solar system. Military service is also valued, since Castrov's dangerous ecosystem and lack of overarching government means that settlements need warriors to protect them from jungle monsters. Of these soldiers, the most iconic are the traditional Shotalashu cavalry, lightly armored riders who form telepathic bonds with and take their name from their Saurian mounts. On the whole, Lashunta's focus on self-improvement, honor, and communal defense leads them towards good alignment, with Damaya tending to be more lawful and Korasha more chaotic. Relations. Lashuntas believe that every culture has something to teach, and thanks to the legendary prowess of Lashunta diplomats, most other races respect them and consider them allies, or at least reasonable associates. Vesk admire their warriors, androids and Kasathas value their logic and learning, and humans respect their scholarship but risk embarrassing themselves trying to deal with Lashunta's disconcerting attractiveness. Shirans are the main exception to the pattern of mutual respect, though Lashunta's millennia of warfare with their insectile Formians has finally ended. Many Lashuntas are still uncomfortable interacting with similar races and worry that the bugs may one day unite against them. Adventurers. When a Lashunta leaves home, it's often to grow in knowledge, powers, or simple enlightenment. Experience is the best teacher, and the thrill of discovery means that the Lashunta adventurer is likely to be drawn to a new world by a rumor of lost lore as by the promise of wealth. Of course, this quest for wisdom sounds less noble once it's understood that the prestige associated with bringing significant new knowledge home to Kastrov all but assured a Lashunta the finest creature comforts for the rest of his life as a corporate consultant or professor at a university. Lashunta adventurers are most frequently envoys, technomancers, and mechanics, but soldiers and operatives are also common, the latter being trained and employed by the numerous powerful Lashunta-owned corporations that have surpassed many city-states as the primary political powers on Kastrov and beyond. Names. Lashunta naming conventions vary widely among city-states, but often tend towards soft sounds with tonal elements that make them sound musical and elegant to other races. Some sample Lashunta names are Domash, Hesori, Kima, Kopala, Mainela, Nomei, Oreus, Rai, Shish, Sorian, Taion, and Vericura, as well as my pronunciation is going to be. And that's the information on a lasshuntas. I would definitely play one. It seems like it has enough variation in it that no matter what I'd want to play, if I wanted to play that race, or if I rolled the race randomly, it wouldn't be a hindrance to me playing anything that I wanted to play. So I could have a lot of fun with that. What about you guys? Put it in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.